Here with head coach Terry Culhane after a great weekend again here in the PE gym, going 2-0 over some good teams here that came and battled. But give us your thoughts over the weekend here, Coach.
You know, I think anytime you can go 2-0, and we always talk about, winning at home, and we were able to do that and against a good Winona State team and an Upper Iowa team that really battled us down there. We felt fortunate to get out of there with a win, and at this point in time, 2-0 is a good thing.
Absolutely. Touch briefly too, just beating straight opponents here, beating your 13th opponent yesterday and then the 14th here today. Kind of talk about what has been working for your team here and how to get those wins.
Yeah, I think one thing that's helped is our lineup has been more consistent, and it always depends on who you're playing to and when you're playing them and where you're playing them. But I think we've been more familiar with the roles we're playing, and I think that's given us a confidence level.
Talking about a role, your freshman Taylor Reese leading both matches with 14 kills. Talk a little bit what her role is on your squad.
Taylor just does a super job for us, and she's a force to be handled with in the middle. And I think when we can pass the ball, which I thought we did, I thought both Whitney and Kaylee Burmeister and Kenzie Beekman did a nice job of handling the ball for us this weekend, and that always makes life easier for middles because the ball's in the system, and they get better sets and they get more opportunities to get swings.
Yeah, talking a little bit about your defense, as you say, they can pass the ball really well. But just looking at both matches here, holding your opponent under 200, Upper Iowa today to a 46 hitting percentage. That's huge, controlling the net. Talk a little bit about your defense here.
We've worked hard at the defensive end, and I still think there's plenty of things we can do with it. But, I think our kids have given good effort, and we've slowed balls down at the net, which makes it easier for us to dig in the back row. And I just think that combined with serving the ball tough always makes it tougher to, easier for us to set up defensively. And, hopefully that continues.
The dreaded question, I know you don't have much to say, but with the win today over Upper Iowa, you become the most winning coach here in program history at Southwest Minnesota State. Kind of just touch briefly on that for me, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know really what that means, Jeff, other than the fact that it's a number, and it's that I've been doing it a while. And, we don't ever get too hung up with numbers here. And
right.
One of the things that's important for us is getting better as a team and continuing play, and hopefully making runs at the end of the year in the conference tournament and hopefully the regional tournament. So at some point maybe it'll mean more to me than this, but to me I'm just happy we went 2-0 this weekend and get ready for a tough road weekend.
Yeah, talk a little bit about the road here, going over to a very tough Concordia team. You saw them once here at home, ranked number 1 again in the nation. Closing out the weekend over East there, Coach. Talk a little bit what you're looking forward to and what to do in your last week here in the regular season.
Yeah, we aren't too concerned yet about Concordia because we need to worry about Mankato, and that's a different venue for us to play in, and they're a good team, and they've got a number of threats, and we need to be playing a good match to get out of there. And our approach has been, for the better part of our conference season, is just take care of what's at hand now. And we talked about in the beginning, but going on the road's difficult, and winning on the road's difficult. When we saw our schedule, we knew, that's not exactly the easiest road trip to take at
right.
the end of a at the end of the schedule, but it is what it is, and so it should be fun, and hopefully we can go to Mankato and play a solid match.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, again, congrats on a nice 2-0 weekend here, closing out the home schedule, and good luck next week and into the conference tournament.
Thanks, Jeff.